Worksheet 8 on inequalities. Now 1 and 2 should be easy because you're just looking at above, below, dashed or solid lines. So 1 and 2 is easy. Just get your brain thinking there.
Oh, it's on a couple.
Anything other than 1 and 2? What about past that?
Hold on. Can you do like either 10 or 11?
Yeah. Let's do number 10. 10's kind of a pain because you got to check all those points, but oh well. Which of the following is a solution to this equation? Probably this inequality. I shouldn't call it an equation. So let's plug in 1, 0 and see if it works. So 0 goes in for y. And so really this is like question mark. 0 less than question mark? Not sure. That's what we're trying to find out. We'll plug in 1 for x. 1 cubed minus 1 squared plus 4 minus 4. Well, at least the math is easy. So 0 is less than question mark, not sure.
1 plus 1.
Yeah, 1 minus 1 is 0. 4 minus 4 is 0. Oh.
No, it's not included.
So is 0 less than 0?
No.
No. If this had been less than or equal to, then that would be an okay answer. But equal to is not included on this one, so that's a no.
All the other ones aren't so great.
The other ones aren't nearly as easy. I have to cube -2. And then subtract -2 squared. So yes, we'll have to be super careful here. -2 cubed is -8. The square of -2 is +2, but then that negative makes it -4. -8 minus 4. So even without adding all those up, is -8 less than negative, whatever that is, -24? -8 less than -24. Right? That's not true. -8 less than -24. Think about the number line. It's not left of -24. Maybe that was the worst one to plug in because -2 is the worst one. I don't know.
So if it doesn't work with the negative, maybe we should skip to D.
I'm going to go in order. You want to skip to D?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be C.
I don't know. We'll try it. I don't have the answers with me.
Well, if it's going to be 2 negatives in a row, and if that's the same.
So you got some reason for skipping to D. We'll see. 2 goes in for x. So 2 cubed minus 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 4.
I have 0 clue what the answer is.
8 minus 4
It just makes common logic.
plus 8 minus 4.
No, not common logic.
Is it not right?
That's 4 is less than 8. I mean,
Yeah, that's 4 is less than 8. So that's true. So yeah, good call on skipping to D. Whatever the reason was, it was a good pick.
It's because the 2 negatives didn't work, so I thought.
So you thought another negative wouldn't work?
Because the first one got close,
Worth a try.
and it was 2 positives long.
So all you're doing is plugging in the numbers and seeing if they work or not for 10 and 11.
Yeah. So that means you just have to solve. Wait, it might. C was different. So
Were you okay with things like 5 and 6 and then 7, 8? Those kind of go together. We did a couple of those together in notes on Friday, so maybe they're okay.
That.
explain 6.
6, which one were you going to ask?
The only thing I got different than the key was number 2, actually.
Number 2.
And I don't know
Uh-oh.
why.
Oh, I may have messed something up. Let's do number 6, and then we'll go back to number 2. All right, remember the best way to work things like 5 and 6 is to do the graph first, and then answer the questions. So when x is less than negative 3, f of x, so the y value, is positive. Between negative 3 and 2, it's negative. At 2, it's 0. Got that already. From 2 to 6, it's negative. 2, 4, 6. Oh, so it did a bounce in there. And then when x is greater than 6, it's positive. So your picture should look something like that. It might have been steeper.
Yeah. I just went steeper. Don't ask what I did here.
Right, it might have been steeper, but that's still the same. That's still the same type of question or same type graph. All right, f has a relative maximum when x equals 2. Yes, that is true. Because that's the top of a hill. It's not the absolute maximum, but it's a relative maximum. So that's true. The degree of f is at least 3.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's a weird question. Yes.
No, it's 5.
It's at least 4.
No, never mind. No, I don't
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't want to talk about it.
So do you say that that's a true statement? I don't like that question.
It's definitely true. At least is 4.
So it's at least 4.
On the
So
answer key you said it is 4.
But it's at least 3 though.
But it is at least 3.
No, I think
you have to say
the least number is 4.
it's at least 4.
Wait.
So,
No.
we have an excuse for
It could, because it says the degree of f is at least 3, so it can be more
But
than
it's not
3.
3.
But it can't be 3. So we have to throw it out because it can't be 3.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. It's
If it
not
had just
always a
said
double
more
root,
than
is
3.
it? Is it not always a double root though? If it bounces,
It is a double root.
it always is.
Yes,
Oh, then yeah, it's wrong.
because it's at least 4.
Will you put a question like that on the test?
No,
Okay.
So
because it can't be 3. The leading coefficient must be positive. Yes or no?
E.
Yeah, because the right end is going up.
Well, you did the same thing.
Right end up. So 1 and 3 are definitely good.
It's a reasonable answer. I believe.
2 was a little bit shaky, but I think we can throw out 2.
Well, I got a erasable pen. Why am I just crossing stuff out?
Because you think you're all fat.
All right. Again, when you see those type questions, do the picture first and then answer the questions. Otherwise, it's really hard to look at this table and make sense of this. It's a lot easier to look at the graph. Olivia, you said number 2?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, did I mess up on number 2?
Yeah.
I feel like it's D, but the answer key says
I got D.
Uh-oh.
It can't be. It can't be.
All right, it's
Because it's.
okay. Greater than, it's got to be.
So you can cross out C and A.
It's got to be above. So we can cross out A and C.
So you're already wrong.
Equal to means I got to have the solid line, not the dotted line.
So you don't even have to do anything.
So it's D. Was my key wrong?
Yeah.
Apologies on that one. And
Were you your first?
I have no excuse for that. You are my first pre-cal class.
What's your
Ever?
first period?
Calculus.
On number 3, it have to be shaded below and dotted, right? Because I think the key just said shaded below.
It's shaded below dotted.
Shade below
Because you're changing the sign and whether.
and dotted. I think on my copy I couldn't tell if that was already dotted or not, but yeah, it should be dotted. Or dashed, however you want to phrase that. Yeah, maybe I'll from now on intentionally miss one on the key to just keep everybody on their toes.
I mean,
See if you're really paying attention.
I can go with that. I'm sleeping too.
All right, so dashed and dotted above, below, that's kind of it. How about number 13? That'd be the only one. No, that's not even that hard. Where was I even looking? That's not even... None of those are bad. All right, so what you have time to work on today and tomorrow is this review worksheet. How you divide it up is kind of up to you. What we've officially said is to do the evens today and the odds tomorrow. But again, if you want to do them all today, knock yourself out. If you want to save them all for
Tomorrow night.
Wednesday night at midnight, not really recommended,
Oh.
but I guess you'd be okay. My preference is that you work on it during class, see how far you get, and then you know kind of how many you need to do for homework to stay on track. Answers are posted so you can check as you go.
So when you wait for the power.